We have some chicken mushroom soup here on the Nile. We are at El Nilo, this beautiful Nile restaurant. Yes, yes. Got our silverware. This is my last evening here, and so I wanted to take myself somewhere special and have something a little different than Egyptian cuisine that I've been eating. This place had really good reviews, and it appears to be delicious. It smells amazing. This soup is amazing. And as you know, I love soup. I love mushrooms. Oh my God. Creamy, earthy, vibrant, flavorful. It's like if Alfredo is turned into a soup. That's what I'm getting here. Cream. Look at this. Soup is delicious. So I've been thinking of 5 observations that I have made about Egypt, considering as though this is my last evening here. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it. But I'm kind of torn between being a glutton right now. This is my first meal of the day. I woke up, I packed my stuff up. I checked out of my hotel, and then I went to go get nano brows done. They're a little thick right now. I opted for a more thicker look. It's giving Frida Kahlo vibes. Don't laugh at me. This soup is everything. My goodness. The soup, the grilled chicken, the broth is amazing. Guys, I ordered soup, I ordered pizza, and shukran, and pasta, which just arrived right now. That's what I'm working with. Oh, yes. I don't even remember the name of it, but it is beef in this yummy sauce.
Can I take this?
Yes. You want this one too?
It's good.
It's amazing. This place is amazing. If I would have known this place existed, I mean, I saw it, but I was like, pizza. I want seafood. I'm on my seafood vibe. But this, if I would have tried this sooner, I probably would have been here every day. When food is so good, it turns you on. That's the vibe. Like, I want to smack and kiss the chef at the same time. So I was thinking of, my observations. I have a bunch, and I was trying to write them down, but I figured I'll start with a couple. The first observation that I made here is this is coming from my experience of have gone to landed in Giza in Cairo, started my journey in Giza, went to Alexandria, came back to Cairo, went to Luxor, then returned to Cairo. First and foremost, downtown Cairo, amazing. Downtown Cairo is amazing, and my first observation is that location is everything. I know it sounds obvious, but you're enamored when you think of Egypt with the idea of going to the pyramids, and they have all of these like hotels that face the pyramids. But Giza's crazy, and the people are OD, honestly. In addition to that, the surrounding neighborhood is it's a lot, to say the least. Now, I'm no stranger to hood, and like I think I'm pretty well versed, being a New Jersey New Yorker. I've traveled to other countries that aren't I want to say as modernized. Guys, I'm sorry, but this is so good. I'm not gonna lie, this little deck that I'm on, since we're on the water, it kind of moves, especially when boats pass by, and it's making me a little dizzy. But the show must go on. I'm gonna eat this one. So, as I was saying, I've been to other places that aren't as developed, in comparison to American standards, even though America has places itself that aren't as developed. I'm no stranger to that hustle. Guys, I killed this, by the way. However, for me, it's not the undeveloped land, it's the people. And I just did not find people in Giza to be very...
The pizza!
Oh, yes, thank you. Shukran.
You're welcome.
The hustle culture over there is crazy. And it's enough to make you not want to go back to Egypt if that's your first and only impression of Egypt. Having the view of the pyramids right out of your hotel rooftop or window is an experience. And I think that everyone who comes to Egypt should at least have that one experience. This is bam, guys. Look at this. Bang. Oh my goodness. So good. Yeah, so everyone should have that experience. But do I think that I will stay in Giza if I ever come back? No. It's, you have, first of all, it's noisy. All through the day, all through the night, it's like construction going on. It's a bunch of stuff. It's very noisy. It's not very relaxing. You can't go outside and explore because people are hounding you. It triggers your anxiety. The pizza is here. And I think this is the 4 cheese. I asked the waiter. This is something I always do. First of all, I'm a Libra, right? And when I know what I want, I am 100% sure about what I want. That's my Aries moon, okay? I'm assertive. But when I'm just feeling like, whenever I go out to eat, I either pick my top favorite things and then I ask the waiter which one of those options are the best, or I ask the waiter to recommend their favorite thing and then I weigh it against the flavor profile of the things that I chose myself to see if I'm going to take the risk. And then there's the times where I go to a place where I know what I love and I never deviate from that path. So I told the waiter to pick the pizza. It's pizza, This pasta's fantastic. So, anyways, location, yes. Location is everything. The Nile runs through Egypt and other places, but within Egypt, there's usually 2 sides. There's the East Bank and the West Bank. The West Bank is less touristy and it's usually locals that live there. Excuse me. I like the West Bank because it's quiet, it's peaceful. Excuse me. It's because I'm inhaling my food. The West Bank of the Nile, I found it to be very peaceful, quiet, calm. And this is while I was in Luxor. And I did go over to the East Bank because Karnak is over there. It's pretty busy. You have some hustling going on over there. Not as bad as Giza. Alexandria, I stayed in an area over there called, my goodness, I think it's Ras El Tin, something like that, or Tin. And it's like a fisherman village, a local fisherman little section. I loved it. I had the view of the Nile, the sea breeze. I was in the highest floor of the place, the apartment that I was staying. It was fantastic. Not a lot of tourists from what I saw. It was beautiful. I was able to walk to where I wanted to go. You have the corniche with all the vendors with their tables. I didn't get a chance to stop there. My regret about that place, Alexandria, and that location was that I did not stay enough time. I only stayed a day. It wasn't enough for me. I do want to go back to Alexandria. Next time, maybe I'll do 2 days or 3 days, 2 nights. And I won't leave so early in the morning. Alexandria also has different, parts of it that are very busy. And one thing that I found about Egypt is that it's a place that doesn't sleep. So no matter where you are, it's going to be popping. A lot of restaurants close at 3 in the morning or later, or they're 24 hours. So this is so good. You see this? This is amazing. This also has mushrooms in it. Mushrooms, beef. This delicious sauce. This place is A1. The prices for these foods too. I think the pasta was like 6 something. Anyways, Cairo is pretty poppin'. I stayed, or I was near Heliopolis, which is close to the airport. This go around, I'm in Garden City. It's downtown. It's close. It's, walking distance to the Cairo Museum and the restaurants that I have been visiting, including many other local spots. Someone's birthday. Hey, it's still Libra season. Gang, gang. This is such a cute little spot. Anyways, downtown is amazing. Okay, first of all, Garden City is like this little posh boutiques full of boutique hotels. It's amazing, super dope. Lots of trees, very lush. It's like this little oasis within the city, and you can pretty much venture out. You can walk anywhere. I downloaded maps on Google Maps so that I can use them offline. I should have done that earlier in my journey. But a hard head makes a soft ass, and that's that Aries moon energy. I was like, oh, I don't need this. Yes, you do need this. Especially because my data plan's Wi-Fi ran out so fast. I'm so happy right now, you don't even understand. So, location, Garden City is pretty much accessible to whatever you want. And you don't need to pay for taxis. Just walk. You're pretty safe. There's police everywhere. You're never going to escape hustlers in Egypt. But there's a lot of less street haggling. You just got to be careful with strangers who will try to talk to you. For instance, I'm using my map yesterday, coming back from the museum, and then I went to eat this seafood at this restaurant. It was awesome. It was like $12 for, I got soup, I got fresh fish, rice. It was amazing. Anyway, I'm trying to make my way back. Of course, you're a pretty lady. People are gonna try and talk to you. I feel like, pretty or not, you're a target because they know you're not from here. Anyways, I was walking, some guy was like, welcome to Egypt, blah blah blah. They all say the same shit, by the way. They know you're not from here. They small talk you up, you know. So anyways, I took that as an advantage since my GPS, it's not GPS, but the offline map, for some reason, like, it only gives you driving directions. So if you're walking in a direction that is like a one-way and you're walking opposite of driving traffic, it's gonna redirect you. So it was confusing me a couple times. Turn like a 10-minute walk into a 25-minute walk, partially because I don't know where I'm going. There's a language barrier, you know, I can't read signs, street signs. I just don't know where this and that is. It was a journey nonetheless. Never at any point did I not feel safe, but I took that as an opportunity to ask the gentleman who spoke English. I was like, is this the right direction? He's like, yeah, this is the right direction. He's like, listen, I'm going to my family's store, and it's an art gallery. I'll walk you in that direction since it's in your route, and then you keep going. I was like, all right. So he's like, he asked me where I'm from, what I do for a living, and we're gonna talk about those scripts. Got distracted, a little ADD going on. So He says, yeah, I go to university. I'm an artist. I'm majoring in art. So he's like, when we get to my family store, I want to give you my card, and I want you to tell people about my family store, right? So we get to the store. He makes me come in for the card. I notice it's like a souvenir shop with a bunch of papyrus. You're gonna see that everywhere you go. Everybody has papyri, and it's original. Everyone is gonna try to hustle that on you. So I'm like, all right, it's harmless. Let me just go and humor him. He says, here, I want you to have this. I want you to have this picture. It was a papyri. He said, this is my gift to you. I want you to tell people about the store. Okay? So he gives it to me. And he's like, this is for you. This is free, right? That pasta, look at this. Your girl. Your girl was hungry. So, long story short, sitting there. I said, did you draw this? He says, no. Mind you, I was just at a store looking through all their papyri an hour prior. Okay, my souvenirs, papyri, all this junk. I didn't buy papyri. It's nice, but they be trying to hike the prices up for that, and I don't think it's worth it, really. It's nice, but like, I'd rather get other things than get that. Like oils, because I use the oils in my stuff. Anyways, this is so good. The only thing is, it's soft. I wish it was a little more crispy. So he's like, look, I'm going to show you what my family did. Went to a pile, started selecting a bunch of them, laying them out, right? Excuse me. Anyways. Well, it's okay. We'll come back. What dessert do you have? Dessert.
Look, I am new here.
Oh.
So, no. I am a lawyer.
Oh.
Because I'm a lawyer, so I ended the court in the morning and I come here
Okay.
just for money.
Congratulations.
Okay.
So maybe you could send someone else
So,
to me.
okay, I will
Yeah.
show you the cash.
Shukran. He said he's a lawyer and he works nights here. Is he in law school or? I feel like I'm gonna save this for the airport because this is pretty big and it's delicious. However, I'd rather have a little something to celebrate my last night here. I honestly can't wait to go home. But so anyways, so first of all, he gives me a papyri. It's big. I already know the prices because I've been to 2 or 3 other locations and I've already heard the prices that they're throwing, including fake deals that they're throwing at me to buy the papyri. This is so good.
Yeah,
I'm so
okay.
happy.
Yeah.
What dessert do you have? I'm happy. I feel good. I feel so
You
good.
want dessert?
Dessert,
Yeah, okay.
I could take this to go, right?
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know.
But I want dessert.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
What do you
dessert?
have? What do you have?
I have cheesecake
Uh-huh.
and ice cream
No.
and pizza Nutella.
Pizza, Nutella?
Yeah.
Nutella pizza?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it? Only those three?
No, yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Like her cheesecake?
Yeah, cheesecake.
What
caramel.
flavor is that
The
one?
caramel.
Caramel?
Yeah.
Can you do it with no caramel?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have a blueberry, mixed berry, caramel, Nutella, chocolate, lotus, pistachio, strawberry.
What the hell's Lotus?
Lotus is
Does it make me high?
no.
That's not the real Lotus.
No.
I'm thinking Blue Lotus.
Yeah, no, that's here. No.
Oh, okay.
No. We sorry for this.
So, you said pistachio. Is pistachio good?
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
Nutella.
Not too sweet. Not too sweet.
No, not sweet.
Not too sweet. Nutella's good, but is it? You
Yeah.
know, which one do you love the most, or just
The
regular?
most?
Mm-hmm.
Blueberry.
What's that?
Blueberry.
Oh, blueberry.
Yeah.
Okay, blueberry.
Blueberry, okay.
And cappuccino.
Okay.
Extra espresso, please. I
Do you
pay.
want the 3 shots?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then the bill. Okay. So, where was I? So, I go in there. He says, I want you to have this. First, he gives me his card, and then he gives me a certificate of legitimacy to the papyri, which is something that I've seen in other places. And I mean, come on, this is something you could just print out. He says the government legitimizes his family's papyri, but I've seen that shit already in other places, okay? Including Luxor, including, you know, all these other places, Giza, and all these other places. Anybody could print that shit out, right? There's no like seal, no stamp of authenticity. Like, it's just a flyer. Anyways, he says, look, I want you to have this. I want you to tell people about my store, and gives me this big ass papyri. And no lie, it's like kind of like this big, around this size, and it's Nefertiti. So I'm like happy because I love Nefertiti. I'm like, okay, Nefertiti sounds good. How does he know, you know? But they're just preying on you, honestly. Anyways, so he says, I'm gonna write your name on it. I said, oh yeah, how much is this? He's like, oh no, this is free, this is from my heart, blah blah blah. Bullshit. Anyways, he puts, first of all, he starts writing in Arabic. I said, don't you need to know how to spell my name? He said no. I think he said in Egypt or in Arabic, we write it the way it sounds. I said, okay, whatever. So he starts writing in Arabic. I don't know what the hell he wrote on that paper. Then he's like, I'm like, so you didn't paint this, blah blah blah. I'm just chatting him up. Mind you, his cousin, who was in that store when we walked in, comes and brings me tea without me asking. This is a tactic that they use, is, you know, coffee and tea, free coffee and tea to chat you up, to get you comfortable. Now, I understand that it is part of the hospitality of Egypt to have tea. I see everybody drinking tea, drinking coffee all day. It's a thing. But especially for tourists and you don't have to pay, you go in, they chat you up, they get you nice and mellow with the tea, with the coffee, and that's when they start trying to drill you in mentally. So be aware, okay? Nothing is free in Egypt. Nothing. That second observation is nothing is free in Egypt. Nothing. Okay? Not even conversation. Be hyper aware and vigilant that nothing is free in Egypt. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sipping the tea, right? So he's like, oh, well, you know, I didn't draw this. Okay? Red flag, right? Many red flags along the way, but this is red flag. You're an artist, but yet you're showing me shit that you didn't even draw. He told me it was an art gallery, but it's really just, you know, one of those little shops where they sell the trinkets and all the little takeaways for tourists. So he starts pulling different papyri out of a pile, and he's like, oh, this is my family's work. Anyways, it's a whole bunch of like pictures. Some of them are really, really nice. They're pretty, you know, they're not ugly. They're nice and pretty, and I appreciate the artwork, but I'm not paying the prices that they want for them. It's just not worth it to me. It's not something that I'm dying for, right? He says, I want to give you another one, right? He's like, do you have a sibling or he's like, pick. No. Before he said that, he says, I want to tell you a story about one of these pictures. Mind you, you know me, so I'm like, oh, this is Akhenaten, and he's the Aten, the one god pharaoh, and the solar god, and I'm pointing out this and that, and that's Cleopatra and with Isis, and this is Horus, and blah blah blah. He's like, oh, blah blah blah. So he's like, oh, you know a lot about Egypt. Thank you.
Welcome.
So then he's like, well, pick one out so I could tell you a story about it. And I'm like, I'm hesitant, but then finally I settle on one. He said, this is yours. I'm giving this one to you too, right? You have a sibling, I'll write their name on it or whatever. So I give him a name. And now I'm like, okay, how much? Because I know nothing is free in Egypt, so what are we doing here? He's like, well, you can pick one out if you want, and I'll give you a good price, or you could pay me whatever you want, is what he said. Don't fall for the hype of pay me whatever you want, because that's bullshit. He's not accepting donations. This is all psychological manipulation. So I picked one out because I figured, all right, if I'm getting two free, I would be open to negotiating further, right? But when I kept asking what the price was, no, you just give me what you want. I'm in a good mood. My sister's getting married, blah, blah, blah. A whole bunch of bullshit. So finally, I picked one out. And I'm like, just give me the price, like, let's talk about the price. Homeboy want to say something like, normally I charge $60 for this. I said, dollars? I said, why do you feel the need that you have to manipulate me? Why would you not just be honest with me up front? And not just that, not $60. He tried to slide in, you pay for two and you get this one for free. When did you say that I was paying for two? You told me that you were giving this away to me. So I had to read him for his filth. I'm like, this is haram, what you're doing. Why would you feel the need to manipulate me? You want to talk about cultivating a friendship and me, promoting your store and referring business to you, but you're using tactics to get me to pay for something that I never agreed to pay for. And I don't appreciate it. So you know what? You could take this and you could keep it. I'm not getting shit. I don't want any of this. And I walked out. That right there, it leads to number two. People have a script in Egypt. They're gonna ask you where you come from. They know you're a tourist already, so they're gonna ask where you come from. That's number two. And number three, they're gonna ask you, what do you do for a living? Because they are trying to calculate how to manipulate you, right? On what level, based on what your status is, where you come from. Another thing that I noticed too is, so going back real quick, someone asks you where you come from, what you do for a living. What I started to pick up on is that when in the various places, and when I say everybody has the same script, everybody has the same script. At first I thought that there was just common English verbiage that they adopted to be able to engage with tourists, but I think it's a little bit more calculated than that. I think that that's the script that they use so that they can manipulate you into, hi, yay, thank you, shukran, and the bill whenever you're ready, okay? Thank you. Look at this. Tell me that I don't look like a mermaid or something. I see hair right there. I see a face right here. I don't know if this is an arm, a gift, it's love, but this is a chest, a body. It could be like a genie, it could be like a dragon, but I definitely see like a girl mermaid. You see her face? You see her eye? Anyways, I love
Peacock here.
it. I love it. So we got some blueberry cheesecake. Okay. So there's a bunch of reasons why I think that they follow the script. One of them I might talk about in another video, or maybe I'll just talk about it now. So I think that the cheesecake is good. The blueberry syrup is a little sweet for me, but it's still yummy. I noticed something. This is the script is also my second observation, just so you know. So I'm gonna jump into, I may have given you a second observation already, and I'm scattered, and this is not how I intended to do this video. Let's not choke. This is a faluka, by the way. One of the many. So the script may be multi-purpose. It definitely is to manipulate you, right? To calculate how to manipulate you. On what level can we try to get this person? Because I know for a fact, number one, they got money because they're either from Europe or they're from, you know, some other country that is more developed. And number two, this is what they do for a living. So one thing that I noticed, and I'm jumping around, so forgive me. One thing that I noticed is you tell them where you're from, and they say, is this your first time in Egypt? Yes. That's also part of the manipulation. Stay woke. But then they say either welcome to Egypt or welcome to Alaska or welcome to whatever place, right? So now what I started to do was I started to flip the script back on them. So now when they ask where I'm from, I say I'm from Alaska, and I keep it moving. But one thing I recommend that you do is when they ask you what you do for a living, say you're a student, say, you know, make something up, but don't tell them what you do for a living. Like, don't fall into that. Another thing that I believe, I've noticed this about, and it's mostly men that I engage with, I think Egyptian women are more shy to talk to foreigners or other women unless they're trying to hustle you, which is not as frequent as the men. I think men are looking for a way to get a visa and get out of here. And this is from multiple conversations that I've had with men, and primarily it's young men who are telling me that they love me and all this shit. And it's young men that I encounter in the hotels that I've stayed in, where I've had the opportunity to have more conversation with out of necessity because I'm there and they start chatting me up or whatever. Because, you know, typically I like to be in my room. I don't want to socialize. But they're trying to schmooze you. Oh, you're so beautiful, blah, 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 blah. Right? As if you don't got a mirror and you don't know what you look like already. They try to inflate your ego. And women, I gotta ask you to just do better, please. And this is not a judgment, but you need to do better. Because if this shit didn't work, they wouldn't be trying it. And I've seen this in other countries. I've seen this, for instance, Jamaica. You got these Rastas. One time I was at this resort, and there was like this Rasta with like 8 kids with this big old Caucasian woman. And you just know, like, when you look at two people, you're like, how the hell they got together? You know what I'm saying? Like 6 kids. Come on. in a resort. Mind you, Jamaicans can't even swim. All the beaches, all the really good beaches are owned by these resorts, right? So if they're at that resort, who the fuck you think is paying for that shit? The economy is so bad. And this is from my conversation with Jamaicans, lifeguards at the resort I was staying with, and I was having conversations with them. And another thing that I noticed is that, like, the men will tell you all their woes, their financial woes, almost to kind of like manipulate your empathy, make you feel bad, and then they try to schmooze you. It's all a manipulation to get you to fall for them and then take them back to the States, get them their visas, which then leads to them coming to the States, mind you, and they be cooking, they be cleaning, they be doing all the things. Next thing you know, they're cheating on you, right? Driving your car around, all this shit. You done built him up, you done got him straight, and now he's on to the next, living his best life. So I need women to do better. Do not fall for the dick. Don't fall for the hype. Don't fall for, the strokes to the ego. Do better, please. So, the script, nothing is free. Okay? Nothing is free. Nothing is free. Even if they say it's free, it's not free. You must insist. Like, you must really insist. Come on, how much is it? Come on, don't play. What is this? How much? Eventually, they'll reveal to you the price. Nothing is free. The tea might be free, but it's an investment. Okay? The tea is an investment. It's not free. It's an investment. You won't have to pay for the tea, but the tea is bait at the end of a fishing rod. A little, Number 1 is location. Number 2, nothing is free. And number 3 is the script. Be wary, ladies and gentlemen. Specifically ladies. I noticed that single women, you're targeted for a reason. They want that visa. They think they can manipulate you, right? We created seduction. We created manipulation tactics. Women, no one can outsmart a woman who is in her divine essence. So I need y'all to do better, be on your P's and Q's, and don't fall for the bullshit. The location that you're in is going to bring you different types of people around you. Where I'm at in Garden City, a lot of college kids. It's a lot of like these boutique hotels, like I was saying. And so the vibe is a little different over there. No one's really like trying to hustle me. It exists, right? But no one's hounding me. I like it. I do. Did I feel that way when I was in other parts of Cairo? No. Did I feel that way when I was in Giza? No. Hell no. So just stay woke. And be on your P's and Q's at all times. I feel full. I feel happy. This video is getting a little long. Sorry for all the flying around, but I just feel like it's important for you guys to know. I have other thoughts about Egypt, and they seem to come to me when I'm just chilling out, grooving, minding my business, I wanted to kind of like write them down so that I can give them to you in an orchestrated fashion. And I will continue to make more series that talk about my observations in Egypt, but those three, golden. Be careful. You have to be really good at psychology. You have to understand people. You have to be good at communication, because even if you can't speak the language, right, you still could play the game no matter where you are. I tell them no Alibaba, no haram, right? That's their language. That's their code of ethics. And just because they don't follow it, you still hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. I'm a solo traveler, and I'm speaking to all my solo lady travelers. They're going to try to take advantage of you because you're by yourself and because you're a woman. So you have to be extra vigilant. So with that being said, I'm going to finish my coffee, I'm going to pay my bill, and I'm going to be out. Say hi to my friend. You crazy.
Hello. Your bill?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh.
All good?
Yeah, it was very good. It was so good.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Guys, this bill is crazy. Look at this bill. Look at that bill right there. It was around 26 bucks, but for what I got here, it was worth it. And that was an excellent final wham bam. That was a final wham bam for Egypt for me. I'm grateful. Oh my God, it was so good. Super good. Anyways. Okay, well I'm gonna let you guys go. I think this is a Palestinian restaurant.
مصطفى ممكن تاخد كرسي من هنا على
Is this a Palestinian restaurant?
What?
Palestine restaurant?
No, it's Egyptian.
No? Oh, okay. Free
But we
Palestine.
love,
That's right.
Palestine.
That's right. Amazing. Oh. Okay, guys. I'm out. I wish you well on your travels, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.